Hey, what's up everyone? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. Well, today I want to talk about something a little bit different than usual, perhaps also for different fans out there. I just watched the fight between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, and even though I'm not an incredibly huge boxer fan or sports fan in general in this way, I have to say I was following this event because they created, of course, a lot of momentum, and I was curious, of course, about the two athletes' personality, and I got to know a little bit of Tyson Fury, and I just want to give a little bit like what have I learned, what we can learn from the characters of those athletes, from the character of Tyson Fury, and perhaps just go a little bit into the fight as well, what I think, what I feel. Again, as an empath, for me, it's always hard to see somebody lose. It doesn't matter if was Tyson losing or, of course, Wilder lost. I always feel like a little bit bad for the other person. But at the same time, those are mature people which they get into the ring knowing exactly what they're doing, and they're after each other, so one must lose. That's the nature of those things. But what I've been most fascinated by the fight is the personality and charisma and character of Tyson Fury. Building up to the event, I followed past interviews, I followed a little bit his history and the bringing up. What an incredible, motivated, relentless athlete, especially also after what he went through in that period of depression after winning. There's also a beautiful Joe Rogan podcast with him where he explains all those things. But anyway, I went through his, many interviews, and you see the character of this guy is just inspiring in the way that when I take that personality, what he did and what he does, and transfer it to concept like, for instance, the law of attraction, or just simply the power of the mind, the power of commitment, is just mind-blowing. The fact of truly believing in what you're saying, in what you're stating. If you've noticed a lot of the interview, he's been relentless in just saying what he was going about doing in the fight, And of course, in those pre-events interviews, there's a lot of trash talking. It's part of the hype. It's part of the whole building up. So it's nothing new. But if you see the commitment and the way he just believed in what he said, you cannot help but also transport that type of behavior, like I said, to concept like, motivational things and the power of the mind, and just visualizing and projecting, like believing in yourself at that point that what you're saying already becomes the truth in your own mind. And that's been the case with Tyson Fury. I mean, I saw the fight, and it was a relentless fight of a person that was incredibly committed to achieve what he believed in. It's just undeniable. And apart from the sport itself, from the event itself, again, I want to, I saw it more, and I'm taking it more as an inspirational thing of when you truly believe in yourself, where you truly commit to an idea, to a vision, and you go after it, it seems just impossible that that vision will not manifest. You just have to meet the other person that it's literally at your level or higher to oppose you. Otherwise, you're going to go through with it. And Tyson Fury won. I have also to say, on the other end, about the fight itself now. Incredible fight. I actually wished that the fight was stopped before, because I noticed obviously that the beating was just relentless, and Wilder just got hit in the ear a few times, and you could see that his equilibrium was messed up. So I hope that nothing really bad happened to him from a point of view of a human, of course, because I wouldn't wish to none of them permanent injuries from which they cannot recover. So probably had, I don't know, some bursted here drama. Hopefully not. But anyway, something happened that you could see already, I think, at the fourth round, that he lost equilibrium and he just couldn't keep up, and he was hurt, and then was just a dive, and I was surprised they didn't stop it sooner. But he went out really like a true warrior, like fighting to the end, literally unconscious of him being unable to stand and keep going, to the level where the corner had to throw in the towel. So there was also like really mega thumbs up to the both of them for being such incredible athletes at that level. It's just incredible. And I hope, of course, that he recovers well. And they both were very gracious and kind to each other. I've heard few interviews, and they were really, really, like, at the end, when everything is said and done, athletes which they respect each other and they admire each other. And like Wilder said, you have to, if you're the best, you have to fight the best. And obviously tonight, Fury was the best. He was an incredible boxer. I really had no idea that I'm not an expert, but I was truly inspired by seeing how such a tall, strange looking, like a guy that you would not think it could be a boxer body-wise, so to speak, right? He has such an incredible way of moving, so agile, and such an incredible technical boxer. I was like, wow, this guy is like 6'9", and he's just light on his feet in a way that I don't know, like really it reminded me a little bit of Ali, I have to say, honestly. But anyway, that said, I want to go back to how important the work that you do within yourself. Now this is for a boxing event, for an athlete that the aim is to prevail on the other, and he prepares himself to the point where there is just no other solution than winning. And I'm fascinated by the commitment. I'm fascinated by the character of Fury, and everything he has said, the way he's gone through his career, talking trash, but talking also believing in what he said all the time, truly showing that this is a clear example that the power of the mind works, that you can call it the secret, you can call it the law of attraction. This guy is relentless in his belief. There is no other option. He kept telling himself and others what he was doing, what he was going to do, to the point where that thing, like I said, it just became a reality. He probably had already won 100 times before the fight. So I just felt like I wanted to share those thoughts about the fight, and taking it as an example, also like a clear example, like a dictionary example of how a mind that is committed can overcome all kinds of hurdle and can achieve incredible heights. And in the case of the Gypsy King, it's a true fact by many perspectives, from the height of his height, which is like almost 7 feet tall, like a giant that will make somebody like me that is 6'2" like look like a midget. You know what I mean? Like, it was truly inspiring to see the fight. And again, I hope that Wilder, he had also the worst hand in terms of fans. The energy in there was just all of it for Tyson Fury, and he just went out like a champion. Really, both of them great champion. I didn't know much about them, and just learning about them, it's inspiring. Wonderful athletes. I wish Wilder a fast recovery. Hopefully nothing happens serious to his ear, that he can go back doing what he loves. This is the nature of things. Sooner or later, one has to lose if you're a champion. You either go on, you either retire when you're on top, or if you keep defending your title, sooner or later you're gonna lose. And the guy has defended this title many times, and is still a great champion of KO. So we have to address that. We have to pay respect where respect is due to the both of them. What an incredible fight. I think I'm gonna go watch it. Well done on both of them. I hope you enjoyed this talk. Always spread love, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.